Texas in the 19th century, a land defined by places, not promises. Texas in the 19th century does not begin with towns, borders, or flags. It begins on the open plains. A vast landscape without fences or clear ownership, stretching endlessly beneath an unforgiving sky. The land does not invite settlement, it resists it. Heat is constant, water is uncertain, distance is punishing. Those who cross these plains learn quickly that survival depends less on strength than endurance. This emptiness shapes Texas more deeply than any government ever will. Long before self-reliance becomes a cultural myth, the land teaches restraint, suspicion, and independence. Authority here is distant, nature is immediate. San Antonio, stone, memory, and conflict. San Antonio is among the oldest permanent settlements in Texas. In the 1800s, it feels ancient compared to the vast land surrounding it. Missions and stone structures carry Spanish and Mexican authority into a region that repeatedly refuses both. The Alamo, later elevated into legend, is at the time simply a fortified outpost, a place defined less by heroism than by isolation and inevitability. In 1836, San Antonio becomes the stage for irreversible conflict. The battle fought here does not decide Texas's future alone, but it hardens identities. Territory becomes symbolism. San Antonio remains a city of layers: indigenous, Spanish, Mexican, Anglo, never fully belonging to a single narrative, always shaped by overlapping histories. Austin, power without distance. Austin becomes the capital of Texas in 1839. Not because it is secure, but because it is central. In the 19th century, Austin is modest, exposed, and unfinished. Government buildings are simple. Authority is theoretical. Laws are written for regions their authors may never see. Enforcement depends on local interpretation, personal loyalty, and compromise. Austin represents ambition without infrastructure, a political center learning how to command a land that resists control. The Chisholm Trail. Texas in motion. If Texas has an artery in the 19th century, it is the cattle trail. The Chisholm Trail carries millions of cattle north from South Texas to Kansas railheads. Along it move cowboys, drovers, cooks, and guards, not legends but laborers. Days blur beneath sun and dust. Nights are spent on open ground, listening for movement in the dark. These trails define Texas more than its cities ever could. They make the state mobile, temporary, and outward-facing. Texas becomes known not by where people live, but by where animals move. Fort Worth, where the West begins. Fort Worth grows where military restraint meets frontier momentum. Originally a military outpost, it transforms into a supply town for cattle drives. Saloons, markets, and boarding houses rise quickly, often faster than order can follow. Violence is common, but rarely random. Reputation functions as currency. Law exists, but it negotiates constantly with necessity. Fort Worth is not the Wild West of legend. It is a working edge, chaotic, practical, and unsentimental. El Paso, a border without agreement. In the late 19th century, El Paso becomes one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. Situated at the intersection of American expansion and Mexican influence, it exists in near constant legal ambiguity. Sheriffs rotate quickly. Violence resolves disputes faster than courts ever could. Architecture is low and utilitarian. Life expectancy is uncertain. El Paso represents Texas at its most honest, a place where identity matters less than survival. Galveston, Texas looks outward. While the interior remains dominated by land and cattle, Galveston looks to the sea. In the 19th century, it is Texas's wealthiest city. Cotton, trade, and international commerce flow through its port. Here, Texas wears suits instead of boots. Capital concentrates, class divisions sharpen. Galveston proves that Texas is not only rural or violent, it is commercial, strategic, and globally connected. The Hill Country, isolation as a way of life. In central Texas, the Hill Country remains sparsely populated. Families live on ranches separated by miles of rugged terrain. Community is limited. Self-sufficiency is mandatory. This region produces a quieter Texas identity, reserved, stoic, inward-facing. It is here that Texas feels least performative and most permanent. The end of the century, By the 1890s, barbed wire closes the open range. Railroads compress distance. Texas begins to settle into structure. The 19th century ends not with triumph, but with containment. Texas does not lose its edge. It refines it. The places remain, the dust remains, and the land remembers those who crossed it when it offered nothing in return.